Hello everyone, my name is Vladimir and today I'm going to show you how to open an account with OpenAI and start using ChatGPT. I will also give you 3 tips and 9 key commands to get you started. But first things first, why should you use ChatGPT? Well, think about your child, your favorite one, and he or she goes to Harvard and gets a degree in accounting, law, business, management, learns 11 languages, philosophy, history, learns to code, is able to pass the US medical exam, and comes back home and says, Mom, Dad, I want to work for you for free. That's right, ChatGPT is the child you will never have or deserve. So, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to chat.openai.com. We're going to click on sign up. Then you have 3 choices. You can put your email or you can connect your Google or Microsoft account. In my case, to make this easy, I have a Google account, so I'll click on Google. Click on my Google account. It automatically imports my name and last name. And here you need to put a cell phone number. Now it doesn't accept a VoIP number, so I think it's only a cell phone number. So my cell phone number is, put it right here. And now it's going to send me a code. And that's it. That's how easy it is to get an account. So now let's move on to the 3 tips that I want to tell you. Right, so tip number 1. Right here on the left hand side, you're going to have tabs of previous prompt requests. It's going to keep the history right here on the left hand side. Right now there's nothing because this is a new account. But the tip is, do not ask questions of different topics under the same chat, because otherwise you will confuse ChatGPT. To give you an example, do not ask, give me a recipe for spaghetti using such and such ingredients. And then the next question is, write me a letter to my boss asking for a raise, right? You just don't do that. You're going to confuse ChatGPT. It's going to ask you for a raise and spaghetti. Don't do that. All right, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 has to do on how to refine your output using a specific tone of voice, or even better, having it written by a famous or well-known personality or celebrity. Let's say, for example, you ask to write an email asking for feedback to your customers, and you don't want to sound too corporate, too professional. You're more, laid back, more friendly tone. Then you can have your output rewritten using that specific tone of voice, or using a personality that matches the voice of your brand. So for example, let's say, write an email asking my customers for feedback on their last purchase. I sell shoes. So it's going to be standard, professional looking sounding email that's now too long. And you're offering a discount, by the way, it looks like. So this is the standard email. Now we can say, rewrite a shorter version using Oprah's tone of voice. So see, it completely changes the tone of voice to something more friendly, something more personal. And that's something that you can use as the secret sauce to make your output sound more unique and to match the tone of voice of your brand much better. So that is tip number 2. And I will expand on this topic on future videos because this is a very powerful tool. Now let's talk about tip number 3, which is also a segue to the first key command that I will be showing you. So you can give ChatGPT a website address to gather information. So instead of going to that website, doing a copy and paste, pasting it to ChatGPT, you can just give it the website address. So for example, let's go to Yahoo. Let's just click on the first article, copy, so we copy the website address, and we paste it. Before that, we say, analyze the following article and summarize. To summarize is the first key command that I want to show you. You can give it legal documents, articles, books. So for example, let's make a new chat. Summarize the book A Clockwork Orange. See? So you can also ask it to summarize movies, TV shows, just to give it the gist of it. It's a very powerful tool if you just don't want to invest that time to learn everything about it. So that's the first command that I want to show you. Command number 2 is probably the one that you will use the most. Write an email, write a job post. You can also use it for marketing to write ad copy. Of course, you need to provide the right context to have a great output. Now, do not ask to write a whole blog post or write me a book, because that type of content needs to be written in sections, not just in one go. And in my future videos, I will cover how to do that properly. Command number 3 is plan. Plan is great to break down a task into smaller steps. You can use it for events such as weddings or vacations. You can use it to plan budgets, project, or career goals. Anything that needs to be broken down into a list of steps, plan is the command that you should be using. So that is command number 3. Command number 4 is explain. If you're using ChatGPT to learn about a subject, instead of cheating, because cheating, you're only cheating yourself, explain simplifies complex topics. You can also use it to explain historical events, scientific, political events. Let me give you an example of a bonus command. So for example, you say explain electrons. Right, it goes on, tells you all about electrons, which also brings me to command number 5, which is continue. When you type continue, it will just keep on going. Let's say that explanation was not enough. It will keep on explaining more and more about the subject. Now, the bonus command that I want to show you is, for those that are trying to use ChatGPT to learn, is quiz me on the above. Now, it'll create a quiz, and you will answer like this. You will say 1 dot, what is the charge of an electron? Negative. Now, something that I noticed that there is a bug is if you type a letter as if it were a multiple choice exam, it will say that it's correct. See? Oh, they fixed it. Well, it used to work, but I guess they fixed it. Anyway, so that is how you use explain, how you use the command continue. And now we're going to move on to command number 6, which is expand. So expand can be used in 2 different ways. You can use it to focus on a particular subtopic or to give you a high-level overview about a specific topic and then tell you its subtopics. For example, we can combine explain and expand. For example, explain existentialism and expand on its influence in cinema. So it talks about existentialism and then expanding, now focusing on how it influenced cinema in movies. So that's one way to focus, but another way to use it is to give you a high-level overview and then subtopics. For example, expand on Chinese philosophy. So it will give you a high-level overview about Chinese philosophy, but then different philosophies based that are, part of that Chinese philosophy. So that is command number 6. Now moving on to command number 7 is improve. Improve is a much better command than rewrite because it focuses on giving ChatGPT clarity of what you're trying to accomplish. So let's say well, for example, the example that we used before about using a different tone of voice. Let's say you get an output about an email and you say, improve this email by using such and such tone of voice. And that will give ChatGPT clarity at what you're trying to accomplish. So that is command number 7. Command number 8 is make a list. Make a list is one of my favorite because you can use it to brainstorm and gather information. So for example, I want to get a list of accounting software. So make a list of top 5 accounting software packages. Right? So that's one way of gathering information. Now, or again, you can use it to brainstorm. Let's say you're writing a blog post and you want to get a list of subtopics that will cover the full topic of what we're trying to write about. So make a list of subtopics related to fishing. There you go. So that's how you can use it. The 9th and final command is very niche and it's used when you want the output to be biased in a certain way. And that command is ignore. Let's say, for example, that you're doing product research because you are launching a new product on Amazon. Well, you can gather reviews of an existing product, feed that to ChatGPT and say, ignore all the positive reviews and tell me why people didn't like this product. That way you get a summary of all the reasons why. Perhaps it's the paint, perhaps it's the quality, or whatever it is. You get a list of why people didn't like that product so you can make your product better. And that's one way of using it. And that's it. That's the 9 commands I wanted to tell you about. And the final thing I want to say is that ChatGPT is an amazing tool that you should really learn how to use it for job security, for your business, to make you more productive. It's an amazing tool, and this channel focuses on how to use it for business cases, business use cases. How to write emails, letters, how to write content for your website and improve its SEO, how to use it for marketing, creating ads and product descriptions. So if you want to learn more, please click on subscribe, and if you like this content, please click on like. I will really appreciate it. Okay, that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one.